Stunna, welcome back to Luna Vlogs. I'm so glad that you could join me for another upload. So I really enjoyed what we did last week, like the whole 2 mediums challenge, and I feel like it's very reminiscent of a series we've had on here before. We had art, we had artists, and Muse. So much sense. So I've worked it out in my brain, like we are definitely gonna do a look and a shoot and a painting in this video, and then hopefully I'm done by the morning. I love this bob. Do you guys not love this bob? I didn't mean to be a genius, I was just tying my hair back. Y'all see the vision? Do you guys see the vision? I know my eyebrows still look good, but I honestly feel like they are due for some shaping. So we're gonna start off with that. I'm so excited for the eye makeup that we are going to be doing today. It's not too complex. I just like I feel like the symmetry of it and just that cut, like that clean cut. I'm so excited to test out my eyeliner skills. The very first time I ever did anything to my brows, I think this was even before junior primary. I was in grade R and I proceeded to I tried oh gosh, I was in grade R and I tried to give myself a line. What my fascination with that whole thing was, I have no idea. I couldn't tell you the intrinsic motivation to do that. And I did it and I ended up shaving like half of my eyebrow off. And then I haven't had like crazy hair cutting stories, just like the one time I tried to cut bangs because, you know, Demi Lovato, and I was just like, yes. Clean. I'm geeking. This photography page that I've been following, I didn't even know that it was a local, but they just like a lot of my posts. I love connecting with creatives, and when I meet a creative that I think is like, I don't want to say cooler, but I'm just like, what are you doing? What are you up to in your corner? And then, what do you mean they come peep in my corner and they're just like so impressed with this babe? More of that, please. More of that. Even though ideally I'd do my makeup for like a couple minutes and then like be out of here, because I got that level of skill, but I've never done this eye look before, and now I'm wondering why I have chosen to do concealer before an eye look that could potentially be messy and need cleaning up after. It's okay, we're gonna work with it. I can't exactly remember the number of paintings I said I was gonna do in this video. I think it was around 3, but best believe I'm counting this as the 4th, and I ended up doing another thing at the end. Whoa! So basically it's giving 5, hey? Yo, I love you guys so much. Like, what do you mean? Also, this look is eating. I don't know if you're paying attention, but like, look at the cut, okay? Like, I extended the liner to the inner corner of my eye, and then I'm going in with like a lighter shade just to like really make that cut. It's giving, I don't know what it's giving, very reminiscent of like 60s Danielle Luna vibes, that black and white cut crease. Ugh, I love it so much. It just gives like it has a very classic feel, has a very classy feel, and I'm a classy babe. Look at this stunner. Oh my gosh. Okay, I decided to tie my hair because I just felt like it was gonna bring the look together. I couldn't decide if I was gonna like swoop it inward or outward. Like, look at that, but at the end of the day it was just easier to like do that, because like, look at the line and how it extends directly from my brow. This is art. This is actually art. You see why I say that the whole makeup process and curating the look that's gonna inspire these pieces, it's also part of, you know, this is basically an additional art piece that I'm doing. I absolutely love how this look came out, and I decided to pair it with this. This is like a cover up. It's kind of transparent, that's why I've cut the angle, but I just thought it added like something to this look. You guys will remember that in the last video we were doing this, I was playing around with like the gaze of the subject and whatnot, and I'm really like leaning into that. So like this just added like an angelic divine feel to the look, which was exactly what I'm going for, the divinity aspect. And this is the picture that I settled on. Not settled on, like it took the cup, okay? Was around like 2-3 a.m. and I just found this other girl on YouTube. Like I love channels like Heavenly Sent and just girls that are sort of kind of doing like the same thing, like people that talk about art history or people that delve into like philosophy, but they make it fun, you know. I don't know what's fun about it, but I love expanding my mind, and I always hope that like that's the type of platform that we're creating here too. Like we have our fun, but it's also very like, I feel like y'all take a little some away, you know, from these videos. But I thoroughly enjoyed this update. I can't remember the name of the channel. I'll probably like link it in the description box below so you can check her out because I enjoyed her videos. So I mentioned that we'd be following the same Greek art style when it comes to the subject, and I really just want to like make the link because I know that I said when the subject is looking directly at you, you gauge the emotions, it humanizes them, and that like sort of layer of divinity falls off. So the way that I put these three pieces together, in as much as I'm looking right at you, it's a dimensional art piece, which is really a testament to how I feel with regards to that divinity layer not being something I can shake off easily in my own character. So whatever side is facing away is still very much in tune with their own world and like separate from the viewer until you set your gaze on it. So I'm still looking away in a way. It's how you see it. I feel like the fact that it's dimensional and you look at one side at a time and it's still something you have to like break down in your mind creates that like separation. So it is going against the grain a little bit. Like the theory was definitely a guide, but I just love how, in as much as I put my own twist on it, like the messaging is still very much the same. You'll notice that I have the color swatches, like my whole palette, as a side to this piece, and I feel like that's just me adding my signature. I didn't want to sign this, I didn't know where to sign this, so I just decided to cut up all the palettes that I used to create the piece and put them on the back as like, I did this. Victor, you really did this? Yes, I did. I know I have been on a streak with these self-portraits, but I really don't want you guys thinking it's a vain prospect. It actually adds a lot to what I hope to become a collection that really stands on its own strongly in terms of its messaging. When it comes to the whole divinity thing and the subject being myself, it's really reflective of my line of thought around healing these days and how it is not about anyone or anything outside of yourself. It's not about letting go of the people that have hurt you. It's not about letting go of circumstances. It's about, like, the sweet spot is when you start to question, how can I evolve into a version of myself that's more attainable to the experiences that do belong to the people that do see my light, you know? I feel like there's definitely more compassion and going about healing in this way. Yeah, sure, I mean, even that form of like healing is about you and moving on, but I really feel like reframing it in this way and fully shifting the focus to yourself, because there aren't any ways you can practice like being more lovable or being more. The things that don't belong simply do not belong in your trajectory, and a whole lot of becoming who you're supposed to be is unbecoming and shedding the layers and sort of like picking out the things that don't belong, things that you don't want to see in your environment. So that is what I have reframed true healing to be. That is why I'm presenting the subject in this way, drawing back the divinity, because I am immersed in my own world, and that is not something that anyone is obligated to break down. There is that separation there, but the people that are for you and the experiences that are truly for you will just like see you and like connect with the piece instantly. So I still feel like, in as much as like we have the whole like subject looking away thing and divinity, separation, there's a connection that is there. There's space for connection to be made with the people that are meant to connect with it. Do you get what I mean?